What's up, guys? Today we have a video that is very specific. It's about how to price sneakers, how to price them if you're buying them, selling them, whatever. We're going to jump into it. I'm going to explain how I do it myself, how I value all of these, essentially. It's a lot of work and it's a lot of research. So I'm going to start from the beginning. Let's say someone sends you a shoe. Let's say you're looking for a shoe. First thing you want to do is obviously identify which shoe that is, know the name of it, and find out. This is the first thing I always recommend. Are they re-releasing? What type of release was this? Just get a little bit of background information on the pair. Know what type of pair it is. For example, you don't want to buy a pair that's $500 now just because it hasn't released yet, and then it releases and now it's $200. So understand the background information behind the pair before even diving into the prices or anything like that. First hand. Second hand, know what to use. Know what your resources are. So your resources are many things, honestly. You have StockX, you have GOAT, you have Instagram sellers, you have Facebook sellers, you have eBay, and then you have Google search, which is pretty much anything. So those are what you're working with, those 6 options. And step 3 is how to use those options. So this is important. This is very important. This is how I price all of my shoes. So first, let's say we're going to start with StockX because that is generally, in my opinion, the best source of a new condition shoe market. So not used. If it's new, StockX is a great place to go. Even if it's used, sorry, the sun is beaming on me right now. So even if it's used, you could still get a good indication of what the new value is of the shoe. So even if even if you have a really worn pair, knowing what the pair is worth new is still important. So go to StockX, find what the pair is worth new, see is it trending up, is it trending down, what does the market look like for the pair. Then we're going to go on to GOAT, which probably one of the bigger used sellers out there online, obviously besides eBay. Go into GOAT, see where pairs are sitting. Can't see where they sell on GOAT, which is the bad part. I'll explain that in a second. But see where pairs are sitting. See where pairs around the size are sitting. Just get a good idea of that. Next up, this is probably the most important step, is check eBay. A lot of people, they just dismiss eBay. I don't understand why. eBay has an authenticity guaranteed program, which makes a lot of people want to buy on eBay. So a lot of people do. There's a lot of sales on eBay. And you can look at the sold listings. So you can go into the filters and you can type completed listing, sold listing. It will only show the sold listings. So you can see what they're actually selling for, used or whatever, what they've actually sold for, which is huge. Because what a pair sits at is just what it's sitting at. It's not what it's selling at. You could price a pair at whatever and it could sit at that and it could just be sitting there forever. You know what I mean? So what it sells for is so much more important, and that's why eBay is so useful. You can also get auctions and stuff, so you can kind of see how many times have people bid on the auctions, how many, you can get an indicator for how much the pair's wanted in some ways, which is also super important. Now let's say you have a really rare pair, V-Lone Air Force Ones, Kanye Babes, something like that. You want to check eBay, Grailed, Go. You want to check everything. If you can't find anything, try Google Images. I promise you, if you put the shoe into Google Images, something will come up, the SKU code or something will come up. Google is a great way to find prices of stuff that is extremely rare. Just search the name up, go to the shopping section, you'll find something, I promise. Pretty much do it every single time, which is super important to finding the pricing of all of these shoes and whatnot. Last tip is be careful with condition when buying used shoes. Know the condition of the shoe. Know what shoes are selling for in that condition versus better versus worse versus brand new. Have a sort of a chart, not chart, just having a bulletin board of everything and have it all figured out. So you have rough estimates of what it's worth. in certain conditions. So even if it comes a little bit more used, you can account for that. If it comes even or less more than expected, then you get a profit, which is great. So either way, it's good. But yeah, that is pretty much it. It's not too hard. You gotta look around. You got to look at everything. You gotta check all your resources. Because there will be pairs sitting for lower than you think, I promise you. Especially on eBay auctions, they sell really cheap at random times. So yeah, if anyone has any more questions, feel free to drop them below. But I appreciate everybody. Thank you guys so much. Hope everyone has a good day, and peace.